Yo, it's your boys. Know Better, Do Better podcast, episode 21.
Go ahead and say it.
What, the Deion Sanders edition?
You say Deion Sanders, I say Dominique Wilkins, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's new day, new podcast coming to you right now. Live. Well, I guess not live when y'all listen to it, but
yeah, it'll probably be a day or two old when y'all listen to it. But we here nonetheless. It's Sunday.
Sunday.
Selection Sunday.
It's not Selection Sunday.
Is it?
Selection Sunday is next week.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, speaking of which, today we're talking about March Madness.
March Madness. This is the only time that grown men huddle. I guess it's not the only time, but this is a time when grown men huddle around the TVs or around the computer. We don't get no work done.
None.
At work. Now, the tournament, NCAA tournament, is starting next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, next week is Selection Sunday.
Next week, Selection Sunday. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you own businesses and you work in the business, and don't expect any men to do anything but other than watch their computer screens.
Get your office pools ready.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Even though it's illegal.
Yeah, I know it's illegal.
But people don't really care.
Yeah, nobody care.
So, again, I can't wait for my bracket.
My bracket's always pretty solid.
Mine is not, but
I do better in the long run.
Do you?
The first couple of rounds is shit because there's always some upsets. You never know who's gonna get upset.
This is, yeah, that too. But this year, there's no clear cut favorite team.
You're right.
There's no sexy team out there.
You're right because I'm a Kentucky fan. Been a Kentucky fan since I was like 9.
Yeah.
As much as I love them, they not the clear cut. They might sneak in and get a number 1 seed because they beat Tennessee.
Yeah.
But
they beat them twice.
Yeah. So
you got Tennessee that's good. You got have
Carolina,
Duke, Gonzaga.
Yeah.
I think they're the number 1 team. They're not no sexy team, but before the non-sports people turn us off, let's talk about.
Yeah, don't turn us off because we're not talking about sports.
We're not talking about sports.
We're just trying to give y'all a general overall look on what March Madness is all about. But what we're doing is we're doing our own bracket, but we're not doing basketball teams.
We're not doing basketball teams.
We are doing R&B groups of all time.
Of all time.
Men and women.
Men and women.
We're gonna have a men's bracket
and a women's bracket.
Yeah. So
and we're gonna have a boisterous conversation regarding this.
Yes, we are. I don't know if you guys have been listening that long, but I've been asking guys to contact us with your votes on your top 10 male and female R&B groups of all time, and I tallied everything up and I broke it down to the top 16 groups, 8 for the male and 8 for the female. And what we're going to do is we're going to have possibly 2 YouTube episodes that we're going to air, and we're going to have a roundtable discussion with some friends and esteemed colleagues, if you will, and we're going to discuss who should be King of the Hill or Queen of the Hill.
That's what it is.
So
slug it out.
Yeah, we're just going to have an all-out battle royale. What?
We lost that episode.
What episode?
About R&B.
Did we? No.
I think we did.
No, you talk about R&B. Oh yeah, we did. We talked a lot about
We talked a lot about music and how it framed our lives, and we lost that episode.
Yeah. Well, we had another episode when we talked about greatness. Remember?
Yeah.
When we talked about greatness, we talked about who we thought was overrated, and things of that nature, and people got on us when we said Aaliyah was overrated. Remember that episode?
Yeah.
Got a lot of flack for that.
I still stand by that, but
I stand by 2 feet.
So again,
not feet.
That's crazy.
But
so we just want to introduce what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to be on multiple platforms.
Yeah. So
whenever this thing is
right.
cut.
So this is kind of I guess if you will a pregame to what we're going to do. We're actually going to tape that episode or episodes today later on, so it might be available probably maybe between now and then episode 21 or 22 rather. So we'll see, but we're going to get that together. It's going to be fun. We're going to like we said, we're going to talk. I like to hear other people's opinions. That's why we grabbed a few friends to come in and talk about who they think should be the best R&B group of all time. So it's going to be a doozy. Anything you want to add?
No, that's about it.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Tell me.
So basically, I wanted to. I guess we can kind of touch on some things.
Touch on some things. Hold on. Let's tell the folks what they got to look forward to as far as the R&B groups.
R&B groups.
Now we have, like I said, I took all the votes, and I took the top 8 from each gender, according to the votes I got, and this is what I came up with. Here's we have the females.
Females.
We're going from 8 to number 1.
8 to number 1.
So the least amount of votes to the most amount of votes. At number 8, we have the group 702.
Ah, man, who?
Hey man, a lot of people voted for him. A lot of people voted for him.
702.
Yeah, and there's a lot of honorable mentions that didn't make the cut. You know, like
when they came out the greatest hits album, I was like, greatest hits.
Yeah. Well, let's leave your opinions to yourself, but we need that for the show.
Gotcha.
But 702, late 90s, early 2000s group, out of Vegas. That's hence their name, 702 is the area code. Had a few moderate hits, if you will, but they were popular, trendy, if you will. So 702 is number 8, but there's some honorable mentions that didn't, like Brownstone was close to making the cut. Jade was close to making the cut. The Supremes, who are the original, pretty much, if you will, the blueprint for the R&B female group, they didn't make the cut. So don't get mad at me.
Jeez.
I put my votes in.
702.
Some people, hey, these are just the votes. This is what I'm giving. If you have a beef with it, maybe we'll revisit it sometime and get to cast your vote again. So number 8, 702. Number 7. Flowetry. I don't like the look that you're giving me, but 702. I mean, not 702, but Flowetry.
Jeez.
Flowetry is a 2000s group, neo soul group, a duo, if you will.
Getting Late was my
Getting Late was
my ish.
It was kind of a rap spoken word with R&B. They had a few hits.
I used to love that girl with the gap.
Oh, the rapper. What's her name?
I forget. Sheesh.
We have to ask B when he comes in. B's really into that.
She was turning me on. Like, she's getting late. Jeez.
So Flowetry at number 7. Number 6, we have T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chiller, better known as TLC. At number 6. And if you don't know who TLC is, they're a 90s, early 2000s group. A lot of hits, a lot of records sold. I mean, anthems, if you will.
Yeah.
Waterfalls.
No Scrubs.
No Scrubs. Ain't Too Proud to Beg.
Creeping.
Baby, Baby, Baby.
Yeah.
Red Light Special.
Yeah.
There you go.
JC Morgan.
There you go.
I'll never forget that. Enlightened me on that video. I was like, yeah.
Oh, Creep.
Yeah.
JC
Morgan.
Shout out to UT. He put me onto that
No.
too. Yeah, he put me onto that.
JC.
We was down the hill watching that. He was like, you know this is when her titty pop out. I'm like,
I
what?
Whoa.
Like, oh shit.
It was. I was like,
oh
ew.
shit. So, we was young then.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
That was a major deal.
Video sold. I was watching it.
I think we was watching MTV or something.
Donnie Simpson. I was like, oh man, Donnie? What you showing this video for, cuz?
Nobody edited that?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Edit Man.
Nasty Nelson must be.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to Nasty Nelson. Rest in peace. Oh, man.
Man, Nasty Nelson.
Nasty Nelson.
They're not going to catch that reference.
Hey, if you know who Nasty Nelson is, shout us out. Let us know if you know who Nasty Nelson is. That's me. Nasty Nelson. That's me. Anyway,
that's it, right, man.
My favorite movie of all time. What?
Let's talk about that.
Okay, we can talk about it real quick.
You know that
they got the Boomerang on BET. I haven't watched it.
I haven't
had the time to give it the energy.
Can you touch on? Like, you can.
It's
Boomerang,
but it's with the millennials. So I'll give it a chance.
You can.
I'll give it a chance to kind of see which way they're going with it. I'll give it a chance, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. And I always think it's hard to make a TV show out of a movie because there's so many things in a movie that you don't know or get explained
So let's both. We'll chat about it later.
We can talk about that in another whole episode.
We need to do a good TV podcast anyway.
Yeah. So here we are. We're at number 5 now. Number 6 was TLC. Number 5, Kima, Keisha, and Pan. Total.
We need to get these stats right, man.
Hey, look, these are the people that voted.
Stats. Total.
Look, I sent the filler out. I reached out to people who I felt were very esteemed musically, have a good musical ear.
This is what you brought in.
But this is what I brought in. But this tells you a lot of what people like. You know what I mean? Because I asked people, young, old, black, white, in between.
Yeah.
This is what people were listening to. So it's kind of like this 90s, 2000 thing is kind of more of the trend versus the 60s and 70s and stuff like that. So, but I did kind of spread the spectrum of, the demographic. So total 90s and 2000s R&B group. You might have known them. They was the first female group for Diddy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, first female group.
Can't You See? They did a lot of collaborations with Biggie and the whole Bad Boy crew, Mace, and all that good stuff.
We gotta make sure we don't play this music.
Huh?
We gotta make sure we don't play this music.
Play it. Why?
We might get sued, cuz.
We got 7 seconds.
Alright.
I might be able to find a little drop. So we got Total at number 5. They sold a lot of records. Maybe not as many as TLC or anything like that, but they're a good group. Cute, except for Pam. I never thought Pam was attractive. But anyway.
You thought Keisha was?
I thought Kima and Keisha was, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one of Keisha? Is that the one married to?
The short hair, the little short, thick one. She used to have the tiger paws. Well, she used to had the tiger paws on her side.
That's the one that's married to Omar Epps.
Yes.
The other one,
Kima's the cute, skinny one.
I ain't like that.
Her and she's somebody's sister. I want to say like Charlie Baltimore or somebody like that.
I heard that too.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got Total at number 5. Now here's where it gets good. Now we up to the top 4. We did the bottom 4. Top 4. Number 4, SWV. I'm not gonna give you any opinions. I'll save that for the show. But 90s, 2000 group.
SWV.
A lot of songs.
Man, I need to pull up these hit lists.
And they can sing. Although they had one to sing the lead vocals, which you usually do, they all can hold their own. But SWV at number 4. Number 3, Destiny's Child.
Alright. Album sales.
I'm
not gonna touch, but album sales. They're seated correctly.
I feel they're near the top where they need to be.
Album sales
they're near the top where they need to be. It's gonna be tough to knock them off. I feel like, because album sales, and I mean when you got Beyonce heading the group, and Kelly wasn't a bad second fiddle. I mean Michelle was okay. Even when they had the 4 girls,
she looked awkward though.
Yeah, she just looks like she didn't fit in.
Yeah,
especially compared to when they had 4 of them.
Yeah,
when it was Beyonce, LaToya, Kelly, and Latavia. Latavia was my favorite.
That's the
She's the chocolate thick one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got
Kelly was my favorite though.
Yeah, I love Kelly.
Before Beyonce was Beyonce, I was like, yo, Kelly, God, ooh, she bad.
Yeah, you was the one who put me on to Kelly. You was like, yo, that Kelly though. That Kelly.
Everybody was like, what? I was like, man, Kelly. Yeah.
Look at Kelly now. Yeah.
Kelly, yeah.
She's fine as one.
Yeah.
But that ain't got nothing to do with music, y'all. We just talking shit.
Just talk. All right, who's the next one on the list?
We got number 2, In Vogue.
What's it gonna be? Yeah, that joint I've never.
90s group.
Giving them some.
They got a lot of
hits?
I ain't gonna say hits. They got some moderate R&B hits. Maybe not crossover hits, but they got a lot. Like if you just into black music and R&B and stuff, they got a lot of R&B hits. But what they have, what a lot of groups don't have, all 4 of those girls can sing.
Yeah.
Like all 4 of them can hold their own, and take lead if need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's tough. It's kind of like Boys to Men. When you got Wanye, Sean, and Nate, like they can sing. They can just flat out sing. Shit, they can sing each other's parts and you wouldn't.
Yeah.
So that's we got it. We got En Vogue at number 2 and number 1. Escape.
Come on, don't be piping Donna up, man.
Look,
I told you the story. It was me, Kevin, and Donna in Atlanta for his graduation.
We rehashed that argument. It was what, Christmas or something?
No, it was for his graduation.
No, but I'm saying we rehashed it again. It was like
Christmas,
not Thanksgiving, or it was like 2 Christmases ago.
And she wanted
to fight.
Yeah, and don't gas her out with this. Are we ranking them? Or so 1 is going against 8?
1 against 8.
Somebody's getting knocked off, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Those seeds ain't right.
So before we go any further, if you don't know how brackets work, we do the top seed goes against the worst seed. So we'll have Escape going head to head with 702. And then we'll have En Vogue going up against Flowetry. Then we'll have Destiny's Child going up against TLC. That's going to be a good one. That's going to be a tough one.
Ooh.
If that matchup is clean cut.
Ooh, man.
If that matchup is clean cut, has a concise winner, I picked the wrong group of people to come and ask, to talk about this. And then we have SWV in Total.
Oh, that's a good one.
That ain't gonna be a good one. But
SWV in Total?
No. You know me, I think SWV is the best our ladies R&B group of the 90s.
Are you serious?
Yes. That's what the argument comes from. Escape or SWV.
No.
Anyway, those are the seedings for the women. Like I said, if you don't like the seeding, vote next time.
Yeah, that's it. Oh.
Or if you got a bone to pick, holler at us. We'll bring you on. We can talk about it. And here we are. We have the males. The men.
The
men's. Whew. Oh.
Who's number 8?
Man, my heart is hurting right now. Ooh, my heart is hurting right now.
Who's number 8?
They should be so much higher.
On the men's side, who is number 8?
We got number 8 in the men. My heart is hurting because they should be way up on this list, but Drew Hill.
Oh.
At number 8.
This what y'all do?
This is what they do to me. Drew Hill.
Feel like this is what y'all do?
This is Drew Hill.
Oh.
Drew Hill.
These are the times?
These are the times.
In my bed? What?
You are everything.
Oh.
Beauty. 5 steps.
Oh.
Yeah.
That hurts my heart. That's my favorite group.
They number 8. They didn't get a lot of votes, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Here we are. We at number 7. This really hurts. This hurts me to my core because this is the best R&B group of all time. I should be giving you my opinion. I save it for the show, but best R&B group of all time, and they only at number 7. The Isley Brothers.
Make you want to shout, man. That's long. They got longevity.
You talk about longevity, productivity, relevance, and just overall talent.
You're contagious.
I fact check.
That's it.
I don't fact check often. They're the only group to have a song chart in like the top Billboard 100s in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s. 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
That's crazy.
6 decades.
You can't. Jeez.
Because the first song was like Twist and Shout. Yeah, you make me want to shout.
Hey, it's up and shout. Come on. Wow.
Shake It Up, Baby, Twist and Shout. You make me want to shout. All that. That was them. That was like 1958, 59. They just hit the scene. And then the 60s, they did some other stuff, and then they really hit their stride in the 70s.
That's when Ron was on stage with that tight chain on, with no shirt on.
Yeah, Ernie had a blouse on.
Looking like my Uncle Daryl, man.
And Ernie had a blouse on with a knot tied up in the front.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Isleys, the consummate R&B group. They still touring. I mean, him and Ernie are still touring.
Are they?
Yeah. I mean, it's only a couple of them living now.
Jeez.
Because one turned into a pastor, so he retired from the music. The other one died.
Mr. Big? This is Mr. Big.
Yeah, Mr. Biggs, man.
Yeah.
So we got the Isleys at number 7.
6.
Number 6. The best R&B group name of all time.
What?
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah. The Elements.
The Elements. Let me see. 70s group, 80s group, if you will. A lot of hits. They wrote all their own stuff, and they were a band more so than just a group that sings. Like they did all their own instrumentations.
They had so much crossover thing.
Yeah.
So much crossover thing.
And they did so many genres, from jazz to funk to soul to pop to it all. And then when you throw Philip Bailey in the mix with that that soprano falsetto, whatever you got going on. So Earth, Wind, and Fire, number 6.
The Elements.
Number 5. The blueprint for the male R&B group.
The
Temptations.
Yeah.
Temptations.
Yeah.
Just you talk when you talk about the 60s and the 70s.
Run away with that was my joke.
Talk Temptations.
Yeah.
They were if the Motown machine was a vehicle, they were the motor oil to it.
Yo. Silent Night was still getting played.
Oh yeah.
On heavy rotation on Christmas.
Their royalty checks look good in the winter. Barry Gordy's royalty checks look good in the winter.
That ain't funny, man. That's
it's
crazy.
The business, man. It's the business. So here we are.
Was it Steve? No, man, we talking. Steve Stout was on the Breakfast Club like last week talking about the same thing.
Oh yeah.
And he was just like, it's sad, man.
Yeah.
Albeit what he's accused of is horrible, but the fact that R. Kelly has written some of the greatest songs in history, and he can't post $100,000 and he don't have $100,000.
I was just telling somebody this. Jeez. You know why, right?
Why?
Well, okay. This is what I read. So could be true, could be fake. I tend to believe it. He wrote over half his publishing at the time, back in 97, 98 or whatever, to Aaliyah's family. For all of that.
Oh.
And if you notice, Aaliyah's family says nothing about R. Kelly. Nothing. They don't say anything. They don't even mention his name. When they try to mention Aaliyah and R. Kelly together, they say, look, respect our family wishes and leave Aaliyah's name out of it. So, think about it. Then when that sex tape came out with that little girl on there, that's where the other half of his royalties, up to 2000 or whatever, went. So, all those songs he wrote, they're getting played and somebody's getting a check. It just ain't R. Kelly.
Jeez.
That's why he only has $350,000 to his name. That's why he's still doing shows, because he has to do shows in order to keep money flowing.
Jeez.
He just can't sit back like all the other OGs that wrote a lot of good songs and get them royalty checks and them writing checks and all that. He can't do that because the checks are going to all the people he paid off that he did harm to.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
So that's what it is. So Steve Stout probably knows that shit. He was just trying to save face. That's where R. Kelly's money is. That's where his money is. That's what I read. I tend to believe it. Because you can't write. He wrote hits, not only for himself, for everybody involved. Pop music, R&B, rap. He wrote songs for everybody.
He did Maxwell.
He did songs for Maxwell. He did songs for fucking Celine Dion.
B2K.
Oh man, fuck B2K. I'm talking about Celine Dion. That's a whole nother level.
B2K on that list, cuz?
We gonna see. So we done talking about R. Kelly right now.
Alright.
Oh, here we go. Top four. My second group of all time.
The OJs?
The OJs.
Yeah.
They kind of they in that fabric of the Ozzy Brothers. Longevity. They got longevity. They got hits. And them niggas can just flat out sing.
Yeah.
Like they still touring to this day. Them jokers can go.
Forever.
And it's like, to me, just not necessarily. They have the perfect mix of grit and finesse.
Yeah.
Because you got Walter, who's Mr. Smooth. He hits you with the soft finesse, little fluttery notes, and then you got Eddie that comes in with all the gruff and all the grit and all that manliness.
Yeah.
He reminds me of if Teddy P was in the group, he'd be like the Teddy P of the group.
Yeah.
So, and then you got the third guy, and they've had a couple of third guys. But
that's the same what happened to his kids though.
That's tragic. He lost both his kids, in a year and a half?
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's real crazy.
Preventable things too.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Because Gerald took some. He took some. He had some medication. He went to Africa, came back with a bug, and he was taking some medication. It was the wrong medication or something, and he ended up croaking. And then other son died in jail because he owed child support. He was too proud to ask his dad to just go ahead and pay it off for him, and he ended up dying from complications of diabetes and stuff while he was in there. He wasn't taking care of himself.
Jeez.
Yeah, a whole lot of,
Man, that's crazy.
yeah, a lot of craziness. And they were young. So here we are, top 3. It's gonna be hard to knock these dudes off.
Who's 3?
Boys to Men.
Yeah.
They got longevity. They got hella record sales, and they can flat out sing.
End of the road is.
If you don't know End of the Road, you can just go just stub your toe on the end of a door or something. Yeah, they just got hits.
Yeah.
They didn't necessarily write their stuff, but they can sing. When the finished product is done, you always are pleased. You're always pleased with the Boys to Men project. If you're just listening for strictly voices, they got it. I heard them 2 years ago down Dover.
Still concerned.
What?
Yeah.
The most underrated dude in that group might be Sean Stockman.
Think so?
Yes. Nate has a lot of range because Nate can go high and go low, but it's something about that Sean Stockman, man.
Yeah.
It's something about him.
They have the perfect.
Like
mixture.
Wanye is usually the face of the group because he's always doing the runs and all the loud notes, but that's Sean Stockman. He's something special. Here we are, number 2. Jodeci.
Oh, number 1.
Jodeci's number 2.
Who?
It was my favorite group growing up in the 90s. You couldn't tell me I wasn't the 5th member.
Yeah, Jodeci was bad.
What? And here's the thing. They did a lot in a short span of time. They came out in around 92, fizzled out around 98, but they left behind like a lot of good stuff.
The imagery, the
If you don't know about
content.
If you don't know about Jodeci, they were originally with Uptown Records when Diddy, right before Diddy got fired and he made Bad Boy, but he groomed them. So if you ever looked at them, for them to be an R&B group, they look like a rap group if you looked at them, just face value. They used to wear the baggy cargo pants with the tucked inside the high Timbs with the hoodies and hats to the back. They look like rappers, but they could sing with the best of them.
But as the other people we talked about on this list, they fizzled out and they can no longer perform.
Well, Earth, Wind & Fire has been doing it since Lord knows when. Those groups are older groups from the 70s and things like that.
Jodeci can't sing anymore though.
Well, yeah, as a group, no, they can't. It's only one of them really can still hold a note, and that's about it.
That's JoJo.
Casey.
No.
You haven't heard JoJo. Casey's the skinny one.
Yeah.
JoJo. No, you ever JoJo don't sing no more.
Damn, I heard. What's the name?
You just heard it was a bad day. That was a bad day.
Man,
I just heard him. I seen him on YouTube live maybe a month ago. Yeah. His voice is there. It's the thing. Drugs are horrible, guys.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get hooked on drugs and alcohol and things like that. And that's pretty much the demise of their group.
Really?
Yeah, that and Devontae started getting paranoid.
Really?
Yeah, he had his house robbed years back when the group was still at the height. They ran up in his house and beat him up real bad, tied him up and all that. And ever since then, he was kind of turned into a recluse. He didn't want to come out. He didn't want to do.
He was the mastermind behind it.
He was the songwriter, the producer, and all that. Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of what happened. But like I said, that short span of time, they came out with about, let me see, Forever My Lady album, Diary of a Madman, and there was the show, the hotel, the after party.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 3 albums? 3 albums in 6 years, maybe 7 years. A lot of good hits. And when they were at the height of their career, they could sing.
Yeah.
So they toe to toe, you couldn't. They was gone.
Yeah.
So I have no problems with Jodeci at number 2. Number 1.
Who?
Number 1. Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, and plus Johnny.
Now hold on, wait. Are people voting because they just had that thing on BET?
Look, you gotta when people. Here's the thing: when people say best R&B groups of all time, a lot of times New Edition comes to mind.
They gonna get knocked out.
They have the thing where
They can't all sing though.
They can't, and that's why they all don't sing. You know, all the Jacksons couldn't sing,
Johnny Gill, Ralph Tresvant, and Bobby.
and Ricky sometimes.
Yeah, shit.
Sparingly.
Ricky. That girl is.
I mean, the only ones that really could not sing was Mike and Ronnie, but they was the dancers. They held the fort down. So I mean, they were the total package. They got just enough voice. They dance. They still dance.
Yeah.
You know, I just seen Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike a couple months ago in Virginia. They still dance.
Performance.
They put on a good performance. They put on a good show. You're gonna go to New Edition show. You're gonna be pleased. You're gonna come back and go, yo, what next time they come from? So I mean, they put on a good show. Like you said, they're not the best singers, but they do put on a good performance. Longevity. They've been doing it since like '82.
So let's break down the brackets. So number one, it'd be New Edition versus who?
New Edition versus Drew Hill. That's gonna be a tough one though. That could be an upset.
That's gonna be a hard for me.
It could be an
first
upset.
round.
Depending on who the panel likes. And
That's gonna be a hard coming out of that first round.
That's what I'm saying. We got number 2, Jodeci.
Against who?
The Isley Brothers.
Oh,
It's gonna be rough, baby.
Oh man,
it's gonna be rough. Number 3, Boyz II Men versus Earth, Wind and Fire. I mean, I think Boyz II Men's gonna pull it out.
I don't know,
but depending on who's thinking what and who, somebody might have. Hey, I don't know. We got the OJs and the Temptations. This is good bracket. These are good brackets. These are better than the women.
That's round 2. That round 2 is gonna be tough. Round 2 is gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Man, so please, we're gonna inundate the platforms. It's gonna be.
We're probably gonna put the episode. We're probably gonna put the video. The video's definitely going on YouTube. We'll post it on Facebook so we can get all the comments and things like that. We love the feedback. If you have a thought, let us know. If you know us personally, just shoot us a text or inbox us or something. We love the feedback because we're just trying to get this thing rolling in the right direction. So we can't wait to get it started. So we can laugh and argue and all that good stuff. So all that being said, stay tuned. Episode 22 should be coming pretty soon. And March Madness, baby.
March Madness.
We out.